I'm Vibhu.
Yeah.
And I'm also a BIM manager. I just want to have any brief about BIM versus QS. If you can just hit on this topic. Actually, one of my worst experience which I had with one of my clients was once I went to a client selling BIM services. So he said, I don't want a 3D model. If I want a 3D model, I would have told a 3D Xmax guy, he could have created a much better 3D model. I just want quantities. I said, okay, I'll give you the quantities. He said, for example, he said, how many days will you take? I said, I will take 10 man days. He said, 10 man days? I said, yes. Then he said, but my QS people can do this job in 1.5 or 2 man days. Why should I pay you more? So when I have my own QS guys. So at that time I was very like, how should I convince that person? Because for that quantities I need to have created a full BIM model, then I will extract the quantities. And for example, I was just shocked. He said, I want the formwork quantities. I said, okay, I'll give you the formwork quantities. But the main problem in formwork was like, this is, for example, this is a beam running. Okay, I'll cover all the faces with the formwork. But on this interior end, the wall and the beam where it joins, there is a place where it joins in rivet. Yeah, that junction. But he said I want, but there was no any thing like so that I can do that in rivet. So I did it manually. But again, at that point, I was thinking that do we need to have something like, do we need Revit to be more precise in that, or we have to buy a Autodesk QTO, quantity takeoff software for all these quantities, something like that?
See, first of all, in your scenario, why is the client even engaging? First, my fundamental question. If he has this guy who can give the QTO,
no, actually
why is he engaging?
He heard about BIM, so he called us. Let me hear about what is BIM. Then he said, I said that I can give this. I can give this. Then he said, and I'm okay with everything, but I want quantities. My main concern is quantity because the client was a developer. He was main concerned about the quantities.
So I would say that here I think it's a problem of educating the client correctly. I mean, if he just needs quantity, and if that is his priority, you can still have a lot of other ways. And if cost is a constraint, other way where you can get near way, QTO you talked about, and there could be other tools also. You just need to, put one more. Quantities are one of the byproducts of building up a BIM model. Okay. When you build up a digital model, once the model is built up, there are a lot which can be done. So the first thing is, you should say the client that if I build up this model, do you want the model as a deliverable? Then why are you forcing that?
No, actually, this is a part of sales, I can say.
So there maybe some sales training is required. Okay.
Because I'm not from a sales background, but I was given an opportunity for business development.
So take Rajiv along with you, he'll help you get those orders very closely. I would say that this is exactly the problem, and I would say that spend time in educating. Don't get worried about in terms of whether he's trying to measure, or don't get against the feedback. So that's what I'm saying. We want a good product, we want a very nice deliverable and output, but again when it comes to comparison, we compare with the traditional process. So we have to spare your time if it works, and sometimes it's better to put your foot down. I mean, one guy will go, two guy will go. If everybody starts doing that, people will learn. And I recently put up I wrote an article on commoditization of design practice, and that's what is happening. If everybody starts doing it based on the terms of the people who don't understand the subject, at one point of time, whatever service you are providing, the sanctity of that service will go